Hello and good afternoon. Today is a late session for me. It's been a great day and I decided to take the day off today, but not from this. So today we're talking about vitality and moving the energy. So we've been talking a lot about the human and the soul and the combination of the two. So, and that everything in the body that we want to move is energy. So when we move the energy, that's when we create vitality. So the energy wants to be flowing, it wants to be open, it wants to be strong, it wants to be really solid. And that's why we want to open up the body, to open up all the channels in the system. And we want to open up the breathing so that we can reach and expand, because the breath is moving a lot of energy. So in the Phoenix Rising and the internal alchemy with Simba, we are using the breath a lot. That is a very, very essential part of it. And we moving the spine, to open up the spine, because the intelligence of the body is in the spine. And we've discussed this before, this Chinese proverb that says you're only as young as your spine is flexible, which is a really good saying, because once we start to open up the spine, we feel very, very, very different. Okay. So we want to regulate the nervous system, or we want to clear the nervous system from the past and open up that energy, so the nervous system becomes a tool instead of something that we have to manage all the time. Like my nervous system having its own life, and I'm just trying to get my things done, and I'm trying to live here. So we want to clear that out and clear the past, and also the fascia. So a lot of the past, so the actual energy is usually in the fascia, and then the nervous system is affected by all the energy that is in the body. So it's constantly, previously we spoke about resonance, like when we are in resonance with each other, when we are close to other energies. That's how, like, the nervous system, it can feel that there's a pressure that don't belong in the body, and then it doesn't rest until that's processed. So the fascia is a huge part of this. I really wanted some hot tea. There's something going on in the body. I'm going through a big process today. I'm going to share a little bit more about that. And we want to open up the meridians. The meridians are energy channels. The Thai massage is working a lot with the meridians, but they have a little bit their own style. So there's many different systems. So it's about really learning and seeing the connection between the different organs, the different emotions, and the different meridians. So as we start to open up, you can feel the body clearing the pathways. And when we work with the spine, I even put together like a spinal map, because there's direct connections between the vertebrae, the specific vertebrae, and the symptoms that usually arises if this is stagnant. So it's directly connected to certain physical symptoms and experiences that we can have. So it's super cool how the body is connected. So we want to open everything up. And when the organs are doing good, they are processing. So we want the body to be this self-sustainable machine that can handle. Well, it's not a machine, but it has different parts that's functioning together. So it's like this system, this connected system. Um, the lower dantian is also something that I really work a lot with, and that's what I've been doing for the past couple of days. I've been mentioning that I've been, let's see, so I've been moving a lot of energy the past couple of days. So for me, it goes in cycles. So if I process, if something is arising inside of me, it can be over a couple of days. It doesn't have to be a short cycle. It can be a longer cycle over. So there's many different cycles and sizes of the cycles. So you can notice that in yourself, like, okay, what speed is this working on? And there's this energy that I've been sensing in my belly. I've been noticing, or I've been mentioning that many times now, the past few days. Is that it? Or is it longer? I know that I've been feeling a lot in my belly. So I've been really tuning in. And also I'm following the process of the Phoenix Rising. So the people who are stepping into the mastermind will be able to see, get access to material from a while back so that you can see my personal progress. But the descending through the pillars, I'm doing that for myself. And it's the playing with creation course that is the first deep dive. So I have 2 sessions left to record there, and that's the creation session and the sovereignty session. So I'm following that process, and now I'm accessing these 2 deeper layers, and then I'm doing that in my own journey as well. So that's how I can put it into words and speak from experience. So I've been doing a lot of work to connect very deep inside of myself for a while. And so the last couple of days, there's a sensation on the left side in the belly, and it's like into the womb. And I've been just staying with that sensation for a long time. And yesterday, so the last couple of days, I've been moving deliberately. I've been starting to move energy again, and I've been really focusing on the lower dantian to really start to move the energy in this area. So I've been expecting for something to arise, but I don't know what. So I don't say, oh, I want to work through this specific thing. I go into my body, move the energy, and then the body will show me what's available and what is ready to be processed. So I've been sensing that something might come up. And yesterday I moved a lot of energy. I had 2 sessions for myself where I was first in the morning and then one time in the afternoon, where I was moving a lot of energy myself. And then I also joined Simba's sessions yesterday, because yesterday the wellspring started again. We have 3 weeks on, and then we have integration, and then another 3 weeks. So we began a new 3-week cycle yesterday, and we had 2 weeks of integration between last time, because Simba was traveling to Singapore. And sometimes we do that, and this time that was really needed. And there's a bunch of new people coming into the mastermind or into the wellspring. So there was like this new energy coming, and I haven't joined for a while because I've been so busy. And I felt, no, I really want to take the time, because they are so powerful, his sessions. So I joined the wellspring session. I really went deep with it, and I felt it. And then in the evening, he was hosting a masterclass online. So I joined that as well and went really deep into that as well. So I felt like, okay, now the body really showed me that it was ready to lift a lot of heavy energy. And then when I woke up this morning, I felt the body really wanted to go deep. And it's almost like you can feel the shift in my voice also, because I feel like after this morning or after today, There's something that I'm noticing that is processing in my body as it happens. So I started to have this sensation in my belly this morning, and I went really deep into meditation, and I was moving energy, but very slowly, because I did a lot of work yesterday and I felt it in my system today that it wanted to be much, much, much more gentle. So I went into meditation and I stayed with this sensation deep inside my belly for maybe an hour or so. And then I started to feel like I could feel a connection. There was something that shifted. And I was like, "Ooh, what is this?" And then I started to feel the connection to the heart. And I know that there's a connection through the vagus nerve, from the cervix up to the heart. So I know that there's a connection there. I haven't went into that super deep, but I know it's there. I read about it and I studied it a little bit, and in the trainings that I've done. So I knew that it existed. So when I started to feel the sensation, my body told me that, okay, this is what, so I could feel the connection. There was like a thread almost. And I was entering this deep melancholic state that I realized I don't want to be in. So I was like, I'm resisting the experience of this sensation. And this is a sensation that I've had for a very, very long time. And I realized, so I've been paying attention to it the last couple of days, and the energetics that has come to me is that it feels like it's like a coating on a wall, that there is, it's almost like it's invisible, but it's a coating, so it could come off as invisible, but it's not, because I can feel it. And I could feel, it felt like, okay, there's something along the bowel wall. That's how it felt. And as I was starting to move the energy and I could feel the connection, and I could start to get access to this emotion, and I could start to see where I have applied this emotion on a lot of things in my life. So it's a very I think it's a Swedish, it could be a Swedish thing. It's like a melancholy. It's not nostalgia, but almost. And it's this melancholic, like slow, and I could feel how there was a freeze connection connected to this emotion, and it felt like it was in the stomach area, and that these things were connected. And then it started to move, and it came to the heart. I started to connect to the heart, and there was this sadness and this processing of something old, like leaving something behind, and like really letting go of something, and then a lot of emotion. And I wasn't, it didn't express itself as crying, but it expressed itself like a very, very strong emotion in the chest, that I could see how I've been avoiding that. So I spent quite a long time just in that sensation and just allowing the body to process that. And just, it was like I was watching a movie with situations and people and circumstances. And it was like I was saying goodbye to a lot of things, and a lot of situations and relationships, and things that I was energetically still connected to it on a somatic level, but there was no emotional charge around it anymore. But there was this feeling, really strong feeling around the heart, that it was like a heartbreak. It was all the things that wasn't for me, that I thought was for me. So I just had to stay and feel that for a long time. And then I had this, and it came back to this strange sensation in the belly, and I felt, okay, I want to do an enema. And when I did that, it felt like I was letting go of something. So something completely shifted after that. And then I fell asleep. And I slept very, very deep. There was something that just, boom. There's just a quiet feeling in the body. So this huge, it's like accessing a new level of safety in the body, a new level of grounding in the body. So the nervous system just calm down. And I can feel like there was also a lot of energy leaving my arms. So there was a lot of this not feeling enough and not having done enough. A lot of like scarcity. So the body was processing. So this is how we move the energy. So the chapters or the episodes that I've shared the last couple of days with all the energy alchemy and how to move the energy and the connection between the soul and the human, this is, and the emotional parts, this is where the work is. And when we move the energy in the body, we start to, so we don't really need to look, we don't need to know what we are looking for. We just need to know that there's something there that the body wants to move. Something wants to open up. So that is why I'm moving into a lot of these physical practices and physical exercises and combining the energy work and combining the emotional work with the physical, because I've come to a point now where it's time to really move the energy. So it's been a lot of processing, dragon year and snake year, and now the energy is starting to move. And I can see the pace is picking up. And this is where we can access the vitality in the body when we start to move the energetics. And then when we start to align with the energetic currents of the world, that's why when it starts to become very interesting. And a lot of people believe that, okay, the energy is strong, it's fast, it's moving, it's courage, it's explosiveness, it's fire. Then a lot of people believe that that's, if we are that, then we are riding the horse. But that's not true. The horse has that energy. I am not the fire horse. I'm not supposed to have the energy of the fire horse all the time in my being. I'm supposed to know how to manage the fire horse energy when it takes different shapes and forms into in people, in situations, in experiences that we have. We can feel that there's something else governing the speed and the characteristics of the energy. So it's not about controlling it, and it's not about becoming it. It's about navigating it. And the way that we navigate speed is with precision. And the precision is in timing and in connection. It's knowing when to pounce, knowing when to move. Like knowing if the horse is passing by, you need to know exactly when and how you're gonna jump on the horse. You don't try to race with the horse and run with the horse and try to catch up. It's about, okay, connecting and knowing exactly when to align with the energetics of the fire horse, and to feel when that is happening and when we need to balance it out and when we need to speed up. And it's about being very tactile, and that is by slowing down. So we're not meeting the fire horse with speed, we meet it with connection and being able to stand in the storm when everything is running, and knowing and trusting the body, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet, now. And then we go, because we know exactly. So we are pacing ourselves and we work with the awareness. So the awareness is always the key. The awareness and the connection with the body. You can't have the connection with the body without the awareness, because if your awareness is out the window, then so are you. So it's just so it's about maintaining your own composure and your own regulation and your own energies, and knowing, okay, now I have this energetic setup at this moment that doesn't match with the energy that I want to align with. So okay, then I need to shift first. So the work is to shift the energy, to alchemize the energy, and to align and to be so connected with ourselves that we know how to move, when to move, what to do, what decisions to make, what speed to access, and what speed to regulate the whole system. And that is what we are doing in the different containers that we are opening up now. And it's to move the energy in the body. So in the wellspring, Simba and I are hosting sessions. Both of us are hosting sessions to move the energy in the body, to move the energy in the nervous system, to move the energy in the belief system, to shake the thing, shake your money maker. Because we gotta get alive again. So we're doing that with a lot of deep breath work, deep fascia movements, and deep tremors in the internal alchemy. It's really like shifting the system. So doing that over time just naturally shifts the whole experience in the body. And then we don't have to chase, we don't have to fix, we just need to align with whatever comes up, because we are here to be a little bit triggered. We are here to shake the thing and to process and to look at it and say, oh, okay, this is what's been bothering me. Okay, so release that and let go. And in the sensational body, we go into the feminine energetics, the feminine body. And then in the mastermind, you have access to all of it, plus the personal coaching and the community and the sisterhood and the teammates on the journey. So 4 spots are taken for the mastermind. Half of the spots are taken. It's incredible. So much fun. It feels incredible. And I think I mentioned that there was someone also reaching out to ask for a package of 6 sessions, and asked if they could use them outside of the February window. And maybe I wasn't clear, but the sessions you buy for the reduced price, the 111 instead of 333, the private sessions, if you buy more of them, you also get Telegram support in between. So if you buy a couple of sessions, we do 1 a week, and then you have as bonus Telegram support in between. And that is a phenomenal way to work, actually. It works very, very, very well. It's so much fun. So I'm very much looking forward to that. So much fun. Okay, so I'm feeling, so there's so much heat going on in my body. I feel grounded in a way that, so something really shifted, but it hasn't landed quite yet. But I'm noticing the voice. There's something going on with my, it's low. So I feel like the energy is like sinking. And I feel as I'm becoming more and more myself than I've ever been. And it was like I could merge a part of myself from the past and release a lot of guilt and shame and heartbreak and disappointment. And really, I could stay with the parts of myself and I could look at myself. There were some things that I had to apologize for and really stay with and see the beauty of the past in the grief. And it was interesting because it was only a sensation. There was no tears. There was, and I felt like, oh, so maybe I'm not releasing right now. And then I felt, yes, I am, because it's this movie theater of this, all of this experience. And then it really faded away after the enema. Everything just, and I fell asleep. So I took the day off. It's 5 p.m. This day just disappeared. I am so grateful that I'm able to do this. I had stuff to do. I had a meeting with my business coach this morning, but I felt really good about everything. So I could really feel that there was space, and my body just, I'm going to go for that space. So it's when I slow down and I give myself the ability to process, that's when things open up and I can connect. But I had to do that over a couple of days to really reach it. So that is why we are going back to the body over and over and over again. Because it's not a one-time thing. It's the stay with the connection, stay with the connection, stay with the connection. And that's when it's like the body just opens up like a flower. Okay. I'm gonna go see what I'm not gonna work more. I'm not gonna work today. Period. Body just no. Don't want to do it. Not going to do it. The brain goes, scan. Everything is in order right now. No chaos. You can just relax. And the body said, okay. So they were working very well together today. Okay. I will see you tomorrow, and have a beautiful day, and sending you lots of love. Ciao.